So, Two-Face has another coin-themed business this episode, eh?
Yeah, but it's not as bad as his two-tone building from the last episode.
Yes, I've heard of a split-level property, but that was ridiculous.
Welcome back to another episode of Batman the Animated Recap. Last time we covered Shadow of the Bat Part 1, featuring the introduction of Batgirl. This time, we are getting the conclusion to that story as Barbara attempts to clear her father's name. Season 1, Episode 58 of Batman the Animated Series, Shadow of the Bat Part 2. When we last left off, both Dick and Barbara had figured out, independently, that Gil Mason was not the saint he made himself out to be. The episode begins with Robin surveilling Mason's place when Batgirl arrives to do the same. I don't want to seem like a jerk, but that felt pretty good.
It's nice to be the badass on the rooftop, isn't it?
Yeah, I can see why you always make me look like an idiot now.
Stop. You give me too much credit. You do a lot of that work yourself.
Thanks. Hey, wait a minute. Robin tells Batgirl that he doesn't have time to babysit amateurs, to which she says,
I may not have a diploma from crime fighting school, but I can do fine on my own, thanks.
They don't give out diplomas at crime fighting school. What a ridiculous notion. It's a credential. You can't get your costume until you have one.
What about yellow, red, and green with envy? Hey!
He didn't go to crime fighting school.
So he's operating without a license?
No, he's patrolling as part of an internship. Gotta get those hours in.
Yeah, I go to Sidekick College. There you have to wear the stupid costume until you graduate. Gil receives a call telling him to meet at the Old Gotham subway. Robin and Batgirl both figure out where Gil is going, again independently. Robin using a listening device to eavesdrop on the call, and Batgirl reads the address off a notepad after Gil wrote it down using some binoculars. Robin tells Batgirl to run along home, and she responds,
Okay.
Okay?
If you won't let me help you, what else can I do?
You didn't honestly fall for that, did you?
No. Maybe.
Why not just let her tag along? You could at least keep an eye on her that way. Yeah, if you know someone's intent on something, why keep telling them no? They're just gonna do it anyway, only unsupervised. Where did you learn that?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Heroes who ignore signs have sidekicks who ignore signs.
What the hell was that?
Over at the subway, Two-Face has Gil take a look at Matches Malone, aka Bruce in disguise, to ask if he's a cop. Gil says that he's not, which means it's about to be curtains for Batman. Robin has silently taken out a couple of guards and is about to launch a rescue when this happens.
My men'll bust Gordon out of jail tonight. Then we'll dump him off Bayshore Wharf.
Hey.
With all hell breaking loose, Batman attempts to warn his sidekick by saying,
Robin, look out! Robin, that makes you.
I guess all that crime-fighting school must have caused you to miss theater camp. You're playing the part of a criminal who's about to be murdered. Why not just shout, they've got guns? Or even just, look out! Pretty sure the boy Blunder would know who you're talking to.
I'll have you know, I did go to theater camp. What I didn't go to was improv class, because that's for nerds.
What? Improv class? How do you teach improvisation? The definition of the word is to do something spontaneously without prior planning.
And yet so many people pay money to, quote, learn it.
So, these improv teachers are getting paid to effectively do nothing? It's the perfect crib.
Batman manages to escape his captors. Two-Face, Gil, and the goons head up to the street and below the entrance so our heroes can't follow them. Even though Two-Face thinks the explosion should have killed Batman, he's not taking any chances and sets off another explosion that floods the subway tunnel. Back in the subway, Batman meets Batgirl for the first time.
I see you brought a date.
Me? I thought she was with you.
Did you both really think the other was hiding a female sidekick from you?
Yes,
that's exactly the kind of thing he'd do.
What?
No, I wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Robin gives Batman a change of clothing, and once he's back in the cape and cowl, he says,
I don't know who you are or why you're doing this, but let's get one thing straight. It takes more than a costume and an attitude to do this work.
What do you mean you don't know who she is? Within the last night or two, you spoke to a Barbara intent on clearing her father's name, and suddenly, a redhead of approximately the same height and build shows up in a Batman cosplay, and you don't know who it is?
Yes, she's not even doing a Batman voice. She literally sounds like Barbara Gordon. Shouldn't the world's greatest detective have figured that out?
Of course not. Have you ever tried listening in one of these cowls? You all sound like Bane as far as I'm concerned.
What's that supposed to mean? I sound perfectly normal. What did he just say? Nobody knows.
Batman tells Batgirl to stay out of their way. He and Robin head into the subway tunnel, but have to turn back when it starts to flood. Robin gets caught in the water, but Batgirl saves him with an assist from Batman.
Hold on!
Not bad. Maybe there's hope for you after all.
Is that how you say thanks for saving my life? That was dreadful.
Don't blame me. I picked up all these bad habits from Batman.
How dare you? So, you're denying the allegations. You didn't let me finish. How dare you copy me? You need to be your own hero.
How can I when the classes at Sidekick College are just videos of Booster Gold telling us how to make him look good? Personally, I think the whole thing is a scam. Well, between Sidekick College and improv class, I'm definitely in the wrong racket.
Batman manages to punch a hole in the weakened ceiling, and they send Batgirl up first. Only, once she gets there, the tunnel completely floods, washing Batman and Robin away. Over at the Gotham Police Department, Gordon is eating dinner in his cell with Bullock outside, being Bullock.
Relax, Commish. We got the judge to reconsider bail, didn't we?
Who eats pizza like that? This just in. This was 2 years before the release of Stuffed Crust, so there's no reason for him to be shoveling that into his mouth backwards. I mean, half of Two-Face looks like a pizza that turned, and this is still the most disgusting thing in the episode.
And somehow still not as gross as the Donald Trump stuffed crust pizza commercial from the 90s.
The wall to Gordon's cell explodes, and two masked thugs enter to collect Gordon. To further help the frame-up, they say,
Come on, Commissioner. Rupert Thorne doesn't desert his friends.
Why does any jail share a wall with an unprotected alleyway? This is Gotham, where the signature move of every criminal, famous or not, is to blow stuff up. I made a whole movie about it.
And it doesn't help that every building explodes way bigger than it should. I think the construction teams must have mixed black powder in with the brick and mortar.
Yeah, ain't it grand?
Back in the subway, Batman and Robin get into a train car. Batman gets an idea on how they can escape.
The whole idea behind this escape was that the train was on rails and the current was pushing it. Let's say that I'm on board with the premise, despite the fact that if the tunnel was already that full, there is no way the current would be strong enough to push that car. But I digress. Why did the track lead straight into that wall?
Track's gotta end somewhere.
Yes, but not straight into a brick wall that leads outside. There are safety protocols put in place on... Oh, what am I saying? Gotham doesn't know the meaning of the word safety.
Are you not going to mention that the train came through the wall on its side, even though it was upright a moment earlier?
Will you stop adding fuel to the fire?
I don't know any other way, Bats.
After Batman and Robin escape, Batman says,
We've got to get to Bayshore Wharf.
Glad it's not far. I hate wet shoes.
I mean, it could have been worse. Could you imagine being wet in one of those rubber Schumacher costumes?
Oh, wet bat nipples? I won't be able to think of anything but that now.
Barbara calls the police station from a payphone. The cop can't hear her due to damage from the explosion, but she can hear him.
If you want the story on Gordon's breakout, come down here.
Breakout? They've got him.
Barbara knows just where they are taking her father and gets there just in time to eavesdrop on Gil giving his villain speech.
A fella has to take his opportunities where he finds them. And with you out of the way, I'll be mayor inside of a year.
Corrupt mayor is bad, but we need to talk about the real menace. Who the hell is Floyd? And why does he have a prime hot dog location on the wharf? This guy is direct competition. I need to find him and take him out.
You're going to do what now?
Take him out. To dinner.
That's what I thought you said.
Gil is about to shoot Gordon when... Batgirl gets Gordon away, but they get trapped behind the hot dog stand when Two-Face's thugs open fire.
Don't worry. I'll get you out of this. Somehow.
What's so funny?
They shot the hell out of that stand. Probably destroyed Floyd's livelihood, and I couldn't be happier.
Anyway, Batman and Robin show up and take down the hired help. Two-Face tries to get away, but it goes about as well as it did the last time these two tangled near a giant coin. Gil tries to escape on a speedboat, but Batgirl isn't letting him get away so easily.
Barbara? I didn't know it was you.
Would it have made a difference, Gil?
Barbara gets her and Gil off the boat before it crashes and explodes. She then presumably swims her and the unconscious Gil back to shore, but we don't see that because we transition to a press conference where Gordon has been cleared of all charges.
I understand that Gil Mason is still in a coma.
Yes, but even so, he has been indicted.
I guess Barb better hope that Gil never wakes up from that coma, or else she's cooked. Nah, she'd be fine. If Betsy and her own father didn't recognize her up close, no one in Gotham would believe disgraced former Deputy Commissioner Gil Mason.
Summer Gleason asks Gordon his thoughts on the mysterious new Batgirl, and the episode ends with,
I suppose there's always room for one more, and I have a feeling we'll be seeing her again.
I wouldn't be at all surprised.
It all worked out. I gave her an early retirement from superheroing not long after she started. Hey! Oh, too soon?
Just like part 1, this episode was solid. It's a good superhero origin. Batgirl gets to shine while still showing her inexperience, and the story has a reason to briefly sideline Batman and Robin that still manages to make them look good as well. Sure, I do find it silly that Batman and Gordon don't immediately clock Barbara as Batgirl, but I mean, that's just the journey you have to be willing to go on in a superhero show. What did you think, Robin?
As someone who didn't get their own origin episode and had their two-parter with my backstory hijacked by Batman himself, I'm really happy for Barbara. Just super, not jealous, totally happy for her. 4 out of 5 times I swept the leg just like Sensei taught us.
No mercy.
Thank you to the following supporters on Patreon: Jay Booth, Sean Hart, Jimmy Purcell, Rick Maxwell, Tony Evers, Jessica Tim, EC, J.R. Green, Emilio Flores, AJN, and Andy Exiled. If you'd like early access to videos and bonus behind-the-scenes content, you can become a patron at patreon.com/jackofallnerds. And to all those of you that have joined Batman Incorporated, if you haven't received your welcome package yet, it's because Robin messed up the shipping.
What? Join us next time when we'll be covering Blind as a Bat. Another Penguin episode so soon after the last terrible one? Is he going to look competent this time, or is he going to get defeated by a blind Batman? I think we all know the answer to that question. Till next time, kiddies! Have you ever had a hot dog by Floyd?
Oh yeah, Floyd's is the best. I wouldn't give my business to anyone else.
What the F? I can hear you, you know. Okay, let's cut the mustard. Name one thing that Floyd does better than me.
Better topping selection.
Better dog selection. He's got traditional, Polish, footlong, and more. The atmosphere, too. There is nothing like enjoying a nice Floyd's hot dog right there by the ocean. And he doesn't speak in constant food references. I said name one thing. Thanks for watching. Now like the video and subscribe to the channel, or I'm gonna plug this guy.